Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for viewing my video today, and if you like it at the end of the day, just please like and subscribe. Appreciate it. So today piece will be a mason jar scone like wall decor. Now I kind of have a glance of how it will look. Inside here I have LED blinking lights. This particularly is for, it's called a string light. So you can turn it on whenever visitors come on, or you can permanently leave it on. I think it's good for 18 hours a day. And then you just might have to replace the battery, I think. But either way, I think this is a great little centerpiece. I put my little bead there. I use some, I did forget how you call this, some yarn, and these flowers, you don't have to put flowers, but if you choose to, you can pick any type of flowers you want. I picked these because these were from the Dollar Tree and I had purchased them for a birthday party, so I decided to take use of them. So that's what that's for. It was kind of like a Hawaiian party. Here is a USB box because this is a USB controlled string light. It was actually much more affordable than the other one. It's not connected at this given point. I will show you how it all looks right after I am done. So here are some of the basic items you will need. For starters, you will need a mason jar, which I have here, except I'm going to be using a much smaller one for today. So you're going to need a mason jar. You can get that from, Michael's or Dollar Tree. This one in particular is from Dollar Tree. I think that it was a little bigger than the one that I purchased from Michael's, which is why I am going to stick to the Michael's version. And then all you need is your string lights. You can purchase this through Amazon. Personally, like I said, this was cheaper. If you were to purchase from Hobby Lobby, it's a little more expensive. It's like $8. Whereas on Amazon, I spent only about $6. And it's really good. It has a remote controller. It doesn't come with a USB box for that. You can just purchase on your own. Or even if you have some laying around at home, that'd be great too. It does have an instructions manual. The name for that is, I'll show you now. It's a 2x50 LEDs, warm white string lights. Warm light string lights. My apologies, white. I do have a paintbrush and some paint that I mixed. I picked metallic. This is a metallic paint. I liked it a lot. I purchased it from Michael's. This Craft Smarts brand. Can't go wrong with this. And I also purchased a turquoise one. If I find it, that'd be great. Okay. I purchased a turquoise one as well. I used this on a prior project, and I thought that it would be a great idea for this current project. You are going to need some tape. Some painter's tape. I prefer smaller sizes, but I did not find the smaller tape, so therefore I purchased this one. I decided to leave it as is with this size because after trying it out, it came out really good. The reason why we need that is because we are going to use a panel, and it's going to look like this. It has the metallic turquoise look along with the gold sparkles. That is used with spray paint. I will show you one of them. You can pick this glitter spray paint. It would actually show like an intense shimmer finish. Or you can just get a regular basic sparkly, metallic look spray paint, which is what I used. Because it is a palette, I figured it might be easier because I am going to put my mason jar here after it's all said and done, and I'm gonna glue it, paste it, put my flower on, and use this as a decor to make a scone look. Letting that dry out as I work. This is what I'd be putting on there, okay? What else? Basic tools. I like to use this. This is, I don't know what you call this, but it's actually pretty good. It's easier to grip the smaller pieces and do stuff with it. Not necessary though. This is just additional. A little razor, knife, scissors, this all comes in handy. Marker, pencil, because you do want to mark your lines accordingly so it all flushes smoothly when you're actually painting your palette. All right, so this is it for the instructional video on what to buy and what you need. I'm gonna put this on pause really quick and then I'll be right back. Hi, so before I forget, I did want to show you that you may need, like I said, the mason jars I mentioned. You want to open it up, and then the yarn. I did forget to mention the yarn. This is also one of the items you need, okay? So that's for that. I will be cutting this to make them thinner because it's too thick, and personally, I am not big with how thick it is. It kind of makes it too lumpy, not a really, really nice design. Also, don't forget your flowers. I purchased my flowers. Well, I had these saved, but I have the flowers from the Dollar Tree, along with the design that's going to go with it. Additional plants, kind of like the Hawaiian leaves. So it'll look something like this. I will be cutting that to make it look a little tad bit smaller, okay? So the first thing you want to do is take this tape out. Definitely don't want to leave the tape there. That's not going to look very pretty. And then you're going to grab your lid, this part of the lid, and you're going to make a hole right in the center. Hence, I like to make my things even. So I am going to use this little piece of plastic right here. And I'm going to semi-center it. Yep, perfect. Okay. So, I'm going to make my hole right in the center of this. Now, some people made it a little sideways. I did see a couple of videos with some similar ideas. But, I don't know, I feel like it looks better in the middle. So then once you're done with that, you're going to make a little hole. Excuse me. You're going to make a little hole. I find that I am just trying to like get a hole in the center. And then I'm going to kind of like screw it in. I could grab a hammer, but really, no need. I just wanted to make a little touch there. You are going to need your screwdriver, your machine screwdriver, your decker. Bear with me while I get that going. Sorry about that. So I have to screw in the screw right in the center. I do have my finger spread a little bit, just so when it does go through, it won't hurt my finger. This is the most dangerous way of doing this, absolutely. But because I like it in the center, it's the only choice I have. I am doing this kind of slowly so no one gets hurt. So while this is moving forward, just bear with me, okay? Okay, so after struggling a little bit with my my tools, I decided that I would use the knife to this, just because it would be a little easier to finish the hole and actually make it a little bigger like I wanted to. So all I did was to pin right in the center and made that hole a little bit wider because I do need to put in the flowers in there and my LED lights. So that's why we're doing this, okay? Once that's all said and done, I want to make sure I grab my little tool and make sure that these pieces are really bent so I don't get hurt nor it scrapes off anything from the flowers or my LED lights, just to be safe. You could hammer it down really, but then if you do hammer it down, chances are you're gonna bend this too much and it's not really gonna look right. But as you can see here, I kind of did that too, so it is not very sharp. This is flat enough and no one has to get hurt, okay? So that's for that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put glue on my cap so this can go back the way it's supposed to, which is like this, okay? Now the reason why I'm putting the glue around the edges, around the ring, is so it doesn't move at all. Though it comes loose, I don't want it to move. I do have to be very, very careful because this thing keeps falling and it's melting the wrong way. Okay, there you go. What I love, oh, I did forget to bring the hot glue gun and the hot glue sticks, but at least now I'm mentioning it, you're definitely going to need this throughout the whole way through. Okay, this will keep it together. I feel as though I didn't put enough, but it should be enough to hold it down. Okay, so up next, this is my mason jar. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to insert the LED lights. Now you can put anything you want in here, truthfully. It shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Alright, so hold that thought while I loosen this. Okay, so now that the string is loose, we are going to start by entering it into here, okay, from the top down, and we're gonna apply it here inside the base. So that's what's gonna start sparkling. Yeah, okay, I might have to put more glue on that because it just came off that easy. Oh yeah, all it is pretty much stuffing it in there. Well, it looks like it was still tangled semi here, so bear with me. There you go. It is like some sort of wire, like ball wire, but I'm not sure. So it's really, really like an aluminum type of wire, so it's hard it's not hard because it's not, but it's like, it'll just get tangled really, really fast. And the goal is to get it as fast as possible inside here. Let's get the project going. Okay, it looks like we're almost there. It's very long. It's 50 LED lights. Now it doesn't have to fit in here perfectly. It's gonna be all balled up in there anyway. Reason why is because that's what's gonna give it a nice little look. And I will show you how it would look when I turn it on as well. I have a plug here that we can use for that. Okay, so looks like we did it. Now, like I said, I did want to put more glue in here because I didn't put enough apparently. Let's get that out of the way real quick. It's like, what's wrong with my glue? There you go. Oh, that feels hot. Very, very hot. So now at this point, I can actually go ahead and close it because I don't need it really anymore. Just need it in there. Make sure this is tight enough in there though. There you go. Okay. Take all that excess glue and scoop a little bit out of there. Anyway, so now my ball wire is in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab the plants. Well, my fake flowers, my artificial flowers. And I'm gonna put it inside here. You can pick and choose any color you want. Go right ahead, okay? I don't want to be talking too much, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna rip. Okay, well, that wasn't very helpful. Most likely I'm going to make it a little smaller. But let's see how the size works out for me. The one that fell off. I'm not happy about it. Okay, go back in there. Put this back in there. Oh. There you go. Let's spread those flowers out. And I'm just going to twist and turn the one all around. It has some sort of aluminum hold, so it's easier to twist and turn. Okay, there you go. You see? Nicely. Now I do want to spread it as much as I can, as well as spread them out. Okay. Reason why is because remember this is going to be kind of like the center of everything together. I'm going to grab this side, put one aiming towards the left, the other one 4 is the right. Okay. And then I'm going to use this one, or either way, either side, to just pretty much grip them all together. Either way it works. Okay. Right, so there goes my piece. Now this is gonna go right in here. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this over the other one, doing the rest of the jar? Because you can either leave it like this, or you can add the additional decors. And what additional decors are those? I'll tell you right now. I'm just finished organizing this and making it look pretty. I did want to make sure that it faced forward. I want my mason ball sign to come out. Okay. I'll eventually fix it so it looks much more perfected. So now I am going to use this and put this up on top so it's not in my way. I'm going to go ahead and grab a piece of my yarn. Let's move this to the side for now. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of my yarn, and because it's so thick, as I said, I'm actually going to spread it out. So while I separate these, pretty much is cutting an X amount of piece, making it long enough so it kind of like hangs down instead of all bulked in one spot. That's what I would prefer. So it'll be more so something like this. Let's move this to the side since we are done with that part. Now I'm going to use my scissors and start cutting it around where I said I would. Now this is going to take a little long, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back with you. Hey, I'm back. So as I was removing it, it was so much easier to just pull all at once, get it at least loose, and then work on the rest at the end. I officially have 3 pieces and I only need 2, so please don't forget to save your additional pieces of things that you have, because you are eventually going to need it if you decide to do some other arts and crafts. Plus, if there's a mistake, you can always go back to the next yarn if you need it, okay? So here I go. Here's my yarn. Here's one of them. I am now going to wrap this around so it looks something like this, and it's hanging, okay? Now it's going to be even. So I do want to make sure that it is in the center, and I want to make sure that the length is good as well. Now, before I tighten this and put a little bit of hot glue to hold it together, I am going to put a little string back here because I'm going to need this string to hold my piece later. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue into the center here. Now, why am I doing that? You'll see when I'm done. Make sure it's in the center. So here I go. Like that, I don't have to tie it twice. So grip it nice and tight in there. The hot glue gun will dry up really nicely with it. Then I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cross this over. It is going to look a little uneven, the string, but I can just cut that if need be. But I really like the whole concept of it looking a little different. Now I am going to make this so there's a little space just so I can put my pearls in the middle. Now this part was a little difficult because I have to make sure there's space for the pearl and also that it is centered, so just make it a little more complex. Ouch. There you go. Okay, so be careful you don't get burned, guys. I just did. I don't like the feeling. Okay, so here I go. I just crossed it over pretty much like this, so it doesn't hang out too loose, and spread it. I also put a little bit of hot glue gun in the bottom, in the center, under the top one. The reason why I did that was so like that it can stay and not get loose. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my pearl right in the center, which is why I left a little wedge there. And because I don't like to see the wedge and it's so plain, I'm gonna use a little pearl that I had left from my other decorations. And I thought that it was a great idea to do this actually because I had so many of it. I'm gonna put it right in the center right there, okay? There you go. There's my pearl. I love it. So now with that piece that's hanging in the back, you do have to measure and make sure that it measures equally. But with that, I already have one that I already finished, so I'm going to work on that one. And also because I need to make sure that my palette is already dry, my wood palette, so that I can be able to hang it all together, and I'll show you how to work on that. So hold on. So here is the piece. Apparently it is semi-dry. It's not perfectly dry, but it's semi-dry. So as you can see, the look, it's kind of like a faded look, and I love it. The other one might come a little darker than this one, but I guess we will find out. But it has the gold spray here. That's how that would look. And then I put a little hook here on the top. Reason why I did this was because I needed to hook that back piece that is still hanging there. So I am going to be using that to kind of like hold it together since it is a heavy item. So I am going to place my piece of wood all together in here. Okay, I am going to come back to this, so the flower, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to come back to it, reason because it is in the way and I don't want to make a mistake. So now I'm going to hang it like this. Then I'm going to put a little bit of, move it more this way. Okay, it is even. There you go. That's perfect. So I am going to put a little bit of hot glue gun to kind of like hold it together. Hi.
What?
Okay, so finally did it. It's hanging. I put hot glue gun right behind here to kind of like make it stick flushed into the pallet. Then that little hook that I have here, I used to kind of like hang this part, and I'm going to make a nice little bow tie on the top. Instead of cutting it, because I thought it was a better idea. So give me 1 second, I'm working on that now. Okay, there you go. So I made a little bow tie on the top. It has that rustic / modern look, and I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my plants to put it up back inside here.
Where are you going to put that couch?
So this is how it should look. Okay, so now I'm going to use this and I'm going to hang it into my wall. Now for the back piece, in order to hang it, I do have to connect a little bit of aluminum, which I'm not going to get into that because the video is already long. Aluminum, and I'm going to use these little specs right here so I can get them out to kind of like put the aluminum together all in place, and then I'll be able to use this string, like I said, crossing over with that little piece, and then it hangs. Alright, so I hope you liked my video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.